Hello, everybody. uh, Welcome in, everybody. This is Soul Commodore again. We're a little bit late, but you know, better late than never. Hope y'all are doing well. Hello, Redria. Hello, Mark. How you guys doing? Glad to hear that you're doing great for a Monday. That's very important. You know, how many of y'all have a short week? Because I know that Good Friday's coming up. Anybody else have that off? Because I know some people don't, which is a shame. But evening, doing good. Work week is over. Nice. That's always nice. So do you get 2 days of rest now, or is it sort of like a fragmented type of thing? But yeah, we're doing well. PD Piranha. Okay. I'm gonna have to look up a reference picture of PD Piranha. No short week here, sadly. That's too bad. That's too bad. It's not a federal holiday. That's a shame. Okay, PD Piranha. I spelled that wrong, but that's okay. Thank you for that redeem there, Redria. Appreciate it. So we're going to draw ourselves a little PD Piranha. All right. I have it off, but not because it's a holiday. I just don't work Fridays. I have 4 days off, work 3 days per week. Oh, wow. Nice. That seems like a pretty nice schedule. Even if it's not like your regular, like, typical work week, that seems like a nice schedule. Okay, let me get my supplies. Actually, I should be able to just do it right here. So let me go get my paper, because we're going to try doing the speed paint on watercolor paper. So I will be right back. Please excuse the workout clothes. The workout clothes and the loud noises. Okay. So, I'd rather work more hours and fewer days, more full days off. Oh, I hear that, most definitely. Yo, L, welcome in. No worry, you're not late. I'm late. Like we just started. Yeah. So let me grab some pins. We're gonna pin this up. Yeah, you didn't miss a thing. Don't worry. How are you? Yeah, we're gonna do this right here. I'm gonna paint this seated. Wow. We got one more emote done, and it's approved. Nice. What's the emote? Or is it the one that you are showing off right now? Because if it's that one, I like it. Come on, get in the wall. The hearts, nice. Well, I think they're really well done. I do like that a lot. The one thing I like about this sweater is that it's baggy. So when I like go and work out in it, because it's technically like a athletic works sweater, so you're supposed to like sweat in it. It's a sweatshirt, like a literal sweatshirt, and it's nice. It is baggy. But when I'm turned this way, it also makes me look like Like my back's like I'm like 600 pounds. Oh, speaking of which, good news. I lost 5 pounds since the last time I weighed myself. So we're on the right track. We're getting back to it. There's your thinking emote too. I like it. I like it. Yeah, no, these turned out great. I am. Hold on. Wait for it. I'm biting off a friend's style here, but I'm a big fan. Also, thank you, El. I appreciate that. So let's bring y'all a little closer. So we're going to be doing a 10-minute speed paint of a PD Piranha. As soon as I get this fuzzy out of my beard. And once I bring up the reference image of PD Piranha. You know, that's a game that I didn't really appreciate when it first came out. Was Super Mario Sunshine. And I should go back and play it now that I'm older and wiser. Is that did we just get punned? You did just get punned. Courtesy of Jake. Because that's his emote. So you have him to thank and or blame. Okay, so what colors are we going to need for this? You need some blue for sure, and some red and yellow, and some black and white. Yeah, you're going to time Jake out if he ever comes to your stream. Well, yeah, for sure. He won't know what hit him. Okay, so we got some of our paints. So we're going to get this ready. And then we're going to get this going. So I'll let you all in on a little secret. Next week is going to be a little vacation week. You have started a trend, Al. Next week is going to be a little vacation week, so like I'm going to stream Saturday, and then Sunday through the next Saturday, like basically the week of Easter, we're going to be visiting my girlfriend's family, her mom's side of the family, basically. I'm going to go down and visit them. So, unfortunately, like, because I went to go visit my dad, and that was like kind of a vacation week, but I did that one little stream with him. Probably won't be streaming at all next week. Just going to be a nice vacation. I'll still be like popping into people's streams. You know. And it's not really a vacation because like we're still going to be working, but we both work from home, so we can just take our work stuff with us. Which is what I did in Chatham, too, when I went down to visit my family. You know, which is a nice luxury that I know that not everybody has, and I'm very appreciative that I can have that. But yeah, we're going to be streaming Saturday, and then... come on. Take the week off. Also, don't ever do that again. Don't open tubes of paint with your teeth. Yeet the Jake. Oh, thank you, El. Thank you. Yeah, it'll be nice. And thanks, Mark. Yeah, I basically just get to take my office with me, which is very, very nice. I'm going to try to keep that, like, we have an agreement in place where they're not going to start trying to get us back into the office until, like, September, but by every piece of evidence that I've seen so far is that at the very least, the most they're going to do is hybrid. Like, they're not going to try and force everybody back in the office 24/7, which I'm very appreciative of. Because I don't need to go into an office every day for my job. So, if it's hybrid, I can I can deal with hybrid. Like, honestly, if they made us go back into, like, I can deal with that too. I mean, a job's a job. But it is nice that they are actually looking at the situation and being like, you know what, we don't actually need everybody to go back into the office, so let's discuss hybrid options. Don't eat paint. Yes, exactly. Paint is colorful, but it's not tasty. And also poisonous. Thankfully, these aren't poisonous. There's a artist friend of mine, Jess Draws Ducks. I've talked about her on here before. She's been in the stream before. So there are these two colors, cadmium red and cadmium yellow. Thankfully, these are just the hues. If they were actual cadmium red and cadmium yellow that actually have cadmium in it, they would be poisonous, even if it's acrylic, right? Thankfully, these are just the hues. So these are pigmented to look like cadmium red and cadmium yellow, but they're not actually poisonous. Like, you can eat acrylic paint. You shouldn't. But it is technically non-toxic. So, like, you don't have to call poison control if you ingest any acrylic paint. At least these acrylic paints. Yeah, it's plastic, do not eat, but also, technically... man, this is really stuck. There we go. By the way, when y'all were kids, did y'all have like a thing that you did? How do I explain that? I'll just explain what it is that I used to chew on everything. I would chew on so many things. I would chew on so much stuff. I would eat everything too. Are there actually paints with cadmium in it? Or is that what you're saying? They're just coloring it. There are paints that still have cadmium in them. Yep. Mostly they're reserved for like high quality oils, and you know, it's not great, but you know, there are paints with toxic chemicals in them that are readily available. And I don't use those because I like not having radiation poisoning. Imagine that. Okay, let's what do y'all say we start this speed paint? So, let me get my rag. Let me get a nice big brush to lay down some a good quality base. Like so. There are definitely still paints with cadmium and other dangerous shit in them. I think there's still greens that have arsenic in them, so yeah. I still chew my nails down to the quick. Also played with a lot of Legos, Mega Bloks, and Fisher Technique. Wow. And I use my teeth to pry all of them apart regularly. Yeah. I was definitely like, I would chew on things like. Actually, I'll show you all this. This is a. My girlfriend thinks it's gross, but I think it's. I get where she's coming from, but also I think it's cute. So I had a. Sorry, Redria, we're taking a long time to get to the speed paint, but we will. Right after I tell the story, we'll get to it. So I had a baby blankie when I was a baby, and there's pictures of me with this baby blankie. It was a yellow blanket with pink and blue flowers on it. I loved that blanket. I still have that blanket. But the thing is, again, I was a chewer. I would chew on things. It was sort of like, I don't know if it was a stress release, but like it was my go-to thing, right? Was chewing on things. You're good? Okay, good. Don't worry. We're coming to the end of the story. So I would chew on things to the point where this is my baby blanket. I still sleep with it every night. But this is I've had to tie it in a couple of places, you know, just in knots, and it's clean, you know, because I can just throw this in the wash, and I have washed this recently, and it's perfectly clean, but yeah, I am a teething puppy. You chewed on a pen once, but quickly cured myself of that as soon as the pen exploded in my mouth. I don't chew on pens. I chew on the pen caps. I still chew on pen caps, actually. I also have a tendency where if I have a sheet of paper in my hands, eventually, sooner rather than later, it's going to get rolled up, like into a tube. There's just something about, yeah. Okay. That happened to you in middle school? Yeah. Thankfully, I haven't had a pen explode in my mouth. I've had plenty of pens explode in my pockets. Okay. So we're going to set our alarm here, or our timer, for 10 minutes. You can't stand when people roll my papers over word. That's why I don't pick up other people's papers. And also why I should just stay working from home, because I won't have that opportunity. Okay. Here we go. We got 10 minutes. And go. All right. So we will grab some green. We'll make some green. I don't know why I started with green. I should have started with red, but whatever. It's fine. I guess I started with green because his body's green. Okay. Also, I forgot to ask how all you lovely people are doing tonight. Or today, I should say. That's more accurate to say today. But yeah, how y'all doing today? Hope y'all are having a lovely day. I did a thing, so accomplished. Good, good, good. I like that. Man. Okay. Now we're going to switch brushes. I'm going to go to a slightly smaller brush. Get some details in here. Okay. And also some more defined edges. How much time are we looking at? Okay, we're almost halfway. But you know what? We're actually not... I won't say we're done most of Petey Piranha. But... Man, y'all, I tell you, Elle was there when I was in Zell's stream. I was in a meeting today, and generally, like, I understand the need for meetings, but I have never been a fan of meetings. I really haven't been in very many meetings at all that were, like, beneficial, right? I was in a meeting today where my boss and I were discussing something, and then we needed clarification on something, so she called in another person, and then they started discussing something else, since, like, he was there, and you know, like, she had him on the call as well. They just started discussing, which was fine. But that turned into what was supposed to be a 5-minute little call to, like, just finalize something. Turned into basically an hour of me listening to them go back and forth on something that had nothing to do with me. And not go back and forth in terms of, like, an antagonistic way, but just, like, kind of like, you know, getting things figured out for, like, different processes and stuff. And then they called another person into the call to, like, further clarify something. And again, I was like, every day we stray further from God's light. Like, what am I doing here? Like, I don't really need to be here. So that was something. That was quite the experience. So thankfully, like, while they were all talking, I just did work in the background. Because I couldn't, like, mute my mic. I'm sure I could have, but, you know, I didn't want to be that conspicuous that I wasn't paying attention, right? So I just did other work in the background while they were all discussing. So I did get a fair amount of work done, which was nice. When you're trying to sneak out of a meeting that doesn't involve you, but you remember you're on a Zoom call. Thankfully, I didn't have my camera on. Does it tattle on you if you mute the mic? It doesn't tattle on you, but it does, like, I guess it kind of tattles on you because it displays that your mic is muted. I don't think my boss would care, because she knew at that point, like, the discussion didn't really involve me, but she still wanted me on because I'm still, like, I've been working there since December, right? But she's like, everything could possibly be a learning opportunity, so if you learn how some of these processes work, it's not a bad thing, which I agree with. But that meeting was the exception in which, like, I didn't need to learn any of that. You know? But it's alright. You still have to be informed about the stuff. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. So, how much time we got now? Oh, man. Okay. I'm spending too much time making this look good. We got to get a move on. Okay. So we'll get this mouth done real quick. Okay. We'll wash that off. I learned that I hate meetings. I mean, I do still hate meetings for sure. There's no in between from this meeting could have been an email and this meeting should involve HR, is there? Not really. No. I went to a meeting once where a bunch of people were arguing because a shipment got damaged. This was at my previous job. And literally, the only reason they called me into that meeting was to ask, like, hey, you wrapped this, right? Like, you wrapped this thing, and it wasn't damaged when you wrapped it? And I was like, no. And they were like, okay, so that means that means the people who shipped it damaged it. Like, the actual courier company. And it was like, okay, thank you. And I was like, you really couldn't have just like called me or like emailed me that? I mean, I feel like that would have been a better use of everyone's time. Thank you, El. Okay. It's going to be a very bright red, but that's all right. This paper is actually pretty nice to paint on, I must say. How much time we got left? Got like a minute and a half. Okay. We gotta get going. Because we still have Petey's petals and his fangs to worry about. So, we will start painting those. Because we got about a minute now. Oh man, okay. Okay, now my thing's buzzing, but we're gonna take an extra like minute or so to just finish off the final details, because that's all we'll need. So we got some yellow up in here, you know. Okay, get that, wash that off. And now we'll just add some white dots and we'll be good. Where's our white? Okay. So we'll make this thing into an actual piranha plant. I hope that's a ah of joy there, Redra. There we go. All right. You love him? Oh, good. Good, good. Actually, there's one more thing I have to add. Just these little bits of things that plants have. These little spots. And there we have little Petey Piranha. So it turned out to be more of like a 12-minute speed paint, but we got there. We got there in the end. I forgot his teeth. Hold on. Hold on. It's going to be a 13-minute. speed paint. You can't draw a piranha plant without teeth. It's against the law. There we go. Now we're better. Without teeth, it might as well be a a bass, not a piranha. Exactly. But we fixed it. Now we're good. Now we've got... Now it actually looks like Petey Piranha. There we are. Not bad. Not too bad if I do say so myself. So, yeah, I hope you... I'm glad you enjoy it, Redrew. Okay, so let's take care of this. My boy. There you go. Just one more close-up image of your boy. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to pivot back to the painting that we've been working on. Just kind of straighten it out a bit. Come on, there we go. Come on, there we go. All right. And I'm going to take a sip of my Diet Pepsi. There we go. Okay. Now, what were we doing? We were working on this guy here. And I feel like I need to redo his face. Because, like, I kind of like how the face looks, but I also kind of don't. So, if you'll bear with me, I'm going to look up another reference image. Just to get the face down, you know. See if I can find a good I've always struggled with faces when it comes to painting. I've always had trouble with them. And I think it's because I didn't spend a lot of time practicing anatomy and faces and all that kind of stuff. Let's look at face illuminated from above. I like how I Google face illuminated from above, and then like one of the first pictures that comes up is a face lit from below. Because of course. Hey, no problem, Redria. Thank you for redeeming it. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad that you redeemed it. You know? Okay, actually, this face isn't too far off of that. Really. But I just need to add some more white to it. And maybe a bit more of a forehead. And I need to add some eyes. So, I think we'll do that. I'm glad that you all enjoy the speed paint so much. I really am. I'm glad you all enjoy them. Okay. So, let's do what we did before and bring y'all in here closer. Very gently, so as to not drop our phone, which is doubling as a camera. And I'm going to be in very tight quarters here, but that's alright. We're all friends. But yeah, I'm very glad that you all enjoy the speed paints, because I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're all just kind of just like spitballing, right? We're all just kind of like throwing stuff out there and hoping that people enjoy it. So, I'm glad that you all do. Okay. So it looks a little better. That looks a little more human. Instead of some, like, alien. Hey, Chitanda, how are you? How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. You just missed out on a speed paint, so I'll show you what we did. Redria redeemed speed paint and had me do a painting of a PD Piranha. So that's what we started the stream with. Now we're just kind of building this face. Which I wish I could bring you guys closer, but I don't know. Maybe I can. I won't be able to see the screen all that well. He was fun to fight in Mario Sunshine? Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully that's better. I'll have to roll back to see the chat a little bit, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I want to work on the eyes now. Is this guy scared of the other person or something? Possibly. Possibly. Or he's not so much scared of them, but might be scared of what's happening to them. You know, kind of hoping that the same thing doesn't happen to him. You know, that kind of thing. Reference picture look like? Yeah. I'm just going to paint in the white part of the eyeballs. I saw the Sonic 2 movie yesterday and it was great. Oh, nice. That person's getting Thanos snapped. I like that interpretation. But yeah, the Sonic 2 was good. That's good. That's good to hear. It did look like, from the trailers that I saw, it did look very entertaining. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. Jim Carrey's in that, right? He plays Eggman, Dr. Robotnik. Ah, cool. Okay, that's not a bad looking face actually. That's not too bad. I do want to change up this hair a bit though. Oops. He's great in the role? Yeah. I can imagine him being good at playing Robotnik. Like if there was a Sonic movie in the 90s, like I can imagine that'd be the first person they'd ask to play a Robotnik then, so it makes sense that they'd go to him now as well. Okay. The other day I finished my art on Shido and Kurumi from a date night dressed as Shiro and Rin from Fate Stay Night. Nice, nice. How did that go? How did that turn out, you think? I know we can all be our harshest critics, but how do you think it turned out? Came out pretty decently? Nice. Nice. And this was a digital piece too as well, right? It was tough drawing Kurumi since her hair and eyes are very detailed. Ah. That is fair. Yeah, hair and eyes are very, very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah, digital? Nice. Nice. That's awesome. So we're going to do something a little unconventional here in that this guy's going to be wearing a sweater. And I might cheat and make it a black sweater, but I am kind of reverse engineering the highlights here in that I'm going to what is it I'm trying to say? Basically, he's not going to stay silhouetted. I am going to make his skin tone a little more skin tonish. I might leave this figure silhouetted, but we'll see. We shall see. I do want to see if I can find that. There it is. Just to get the musculature of the arms. Like where the highlights would be and everything. Make sure I got that on point. He has some cheekbones. Yeah, he does have some cheekbones. Cheekbones are very easy to highlight. So I like cheekbones. And then, like I said, I am going to give him a sweater. And I might cheat a bit just to keep the tone consistent through the piece. It's going to be a black sweater, which some may say is cheating, but I say I have like 3 black sweaters, so I don't consider it cheating. Sweaters are nice. I'm gonna try to, Chitanda. That's my hope. If people are willing to buy it, I do want to put this piece and the other pieces in that show that I'm working on first, though, before they get sold, if they get sold. Okay. So, grab some white paint. Actually, let me wash my brush first, because this white paint is just turning gray thanks to the black paint that's already on the brush. I don't really want that, so. But yeah, honestly, this is the and people who have seen my art for a while will hopefully pick up on this too. This is the most detailed figure I have ever done, because you're actually seeing a face, you know. So this is really exciting for me, because I haven't done this before. Many of my figures, you would just see them in silhouette, or you'd see like an arm or a leg or a hand, or evidence of them being there, like a foot. And a lot of that is because I wasn't confident enough to actually paint figures. But this is actually, I don't want to toot my own horn, but this is actually turning out pretty well. I'm excited by this. It's dinner time. I gotta lurk. Catch the VOD later. Have a good one. Well, thank you for the lurk. Thanks for hanging out for a bit, El. I really do appreciate it. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Just before you go, I'll go on a super close up to this person's face. Come on. Just so you can see what this looks like close up. So not too bad, not too bad. I'm surprised I even got the eyes in there. Also, the shadow is the shadow from the light is knocking out some of the details, but that's okay. We'll come back over here. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful dinner. Also, feel free if you feel so inclined to come back into chat and tell us what you're eating, you know. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And thanks for hanging out. Am I an artist full time? No, actually. I mean, I work on my artwork a lot, particularly like for streams and everything. But I am actually a full time admin assistant. That's my full time like day job. Um, I am an admin assistant, but after all that's said and done, I do art quite a bit because this is what I actually like really like doing. I feel like I saw that guy on the cover of a kid's book before. Ooh. I hope he didn't. I hope he wasn't this terrified on the kid's book. Yeah, so I would love to be able to do this full time. You know, just hang with you all and just paint all day, or like just paint by myself, because I do that as well. Like I don't only do artwork on stream. Lately, I've been doing most of my artwork on stream, but that's just because I've been busy in my personal life outside of that. But um, you know, most of the artwork that I've created hasn't been on stream or anything. But I would love to do this full time, but alas, it's very difficult to make a living full time as an artist. You have to work very, very hard and also get very, very lucky. You know? So, who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. It hasn't worked out so bad for me because I'm not one of those. Because you'll find artists like this, where like they are compelled to make art all the time, right? Like they're driven by it, right? Like they have a need to create all the time, and it just like eats at them if they don't. I've never been that kind of artist. Um, I don't have a will to create all the time. If I had the time to, I probably would create all the time, but I've got other stuff that I need to do, other responsibilities. But thankfully, that part of me that isn't like that has allowed me to, work in jobs that aren't in the arts. To make sure that I have places that I can afford food and have a place to live and all that kind of stuff without worrying about bills. Which gives me the time to actually sit down and do this because I enjoy it and make a little bit of money off of it, like through commissions, or like every once and again someone will buy a print, or someone will uh, someone will want an original. Doesn't happen too often, but when it does, it's nice. You only do art for fun? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that either. I would say actually that's where the starting point needs to be. If you want a career in the arts, and not saying that you do, but for anybody who does, like, you need to love doing it. And some people have misconstrued the love of doing art with that whole like the whole compulsion to like need to create all the time, right? But no, it's just like if you love doing it and you have a passion for it, then there you go. There's your starting point. Okay. So we've got this guy. We got his sweater figured out. Oh, excuse me. So now we're going to actually whip up a skin tone for him. Which most people would probably start with, but I'm going to reverse engineer this a bit because it didn't occur to me that I wanted that until basically I got done his face. So, we're going to work a little backwards, but that's okay. That is alright. So we're going to whip up a little bit of brown, because I think I'm going to start with his hair, honestly. So we mix a little bit of red, yellow, white, a touch of blue, and some black. Get a nice dark tan color. And that's going to help us give a little bit of depth to his hair here. Which is probably largely going to still look black from the get-go, but we just keep working it and working it and working it, making it a little bit lighter, a little bit of it at a time, until we get the hue that we like. I'm just going to kind of layer it. And then as it comes around the back here, we'll go back to the little bit darker brown. As it comes behind his head, and we'll just kind of blend that in with the black. How's your Breath of the Wild series going? Good, good, good. We're currently, I almost said Rito Village. We're in Zora's domain currently, so we're just making our way through that. We're gonna probably board the elephant next episode, like on Saturday. So that'll be the next thing that we do. So yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun. It's going well. It's going well. Okay, how does this look from a distance? Looks pretty good, actually. Yep, so basically we've got more than half the shrines done, but we don't have anywhere near half the side quests done. So basically I'm thinking we're going to defeat all the divine beasts once we take on the elephant. And then we'll just go shrine hunting and quest hunting for like numerous episodes. You know? We'll just have some fun doing that. And then eventually we'll go fight Ganon. Not anytime soon, though. Not to mention we still have all the DLC stuff to do, so if you count all that, we're actually technically not done over half of the shrines. Yeah. Okay, so let's thank you, Redria. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I am too. This is like I said, this is the most in depth that I've ever done any sort of figure before. Like in terms of face, in terms of expression, like this is wildly new territory for me. I gotta clean up this gap so he doesn't look like a cat. And now we'll go in and we'll darken up his mouth again. Define that a little bit better. And I'm not adding like a whole lot of pigment to the highlights, but just enough so that you can get kind of the hint of a skin tone. So it's not just like pure white on black, where he's got like color in his hair but absolutely no color in his face. Which would be an interesting stylistic choice if I was going that way. But like a monochrome skin with like everything else colored. But that's not quite the look I'm going for, so we're gonna not do that. I am going to clean up the border around his face, though. Just a little bit. Just to make it stand out that much more. There we go. And now we'll get our skin tone back and we'll start doing the arms. Like I said, we're not looking for like super high like pink, you know, like, because I'm painting this person as a Caucasian person, but so we're not looking for like really pink or reddish skin tones or peach or anything like that. I just want to kind of suggest that there's a skin tone mixed in with the white, you know. It's all about suggestion. Yo, Mark, thank you for continuing the gift sub. I really appreciate that. I don't know why the sound didn't play. I don't know why the alert didn't play. Here, hold on. I don't know why the alert didn't play. I'll have to fix that later. But for the meantime, we can't be having that. So let me hold on. Let's open Streamlabs. Okay, log in. Continue with Twitch. Thank you. Okay. Alert box, and we'll do a test resub. There we go. So sorry, it's just a test one. I don't mind not interrupting your chill vibe. I just thought I was about to. Well, hey, no, I appreciate it, and believe me, nothing like that would interrupt anything. So I got to get that fixed because for some reason, continuing gift subs didn't come up with anything. So I gotta fix that. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support. I'm glad that you're deciding to stick around, and really, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. Okay, I'll fix that later. Let's get back to the painting, shall we? Ah, come on. Thank you. There we go. So I'm thinking my next artwork could be a Futaru. I hope I'm saying that right. Futaru and Miku from the anime Quintessential Quintuplets anime, dressed as Pokemon trainers. That would be fun. I think that would be a lot of fun. I'm hopeful that maybe by June my financial situation will be a bit more stable. I have a goal this year to support more small content creators. Well, that would be cool. That would be cool. Believe me, like you, by no means do you. Does anybody have to feel compelled to sub here or do anything here? But that is a cool goal, Redria. I hope so too. I wish financial stability for everybody. Should we give this guy a watch? I won't for now, but maybe in a bit we'll give him a watch. Give that little detail, right? Like something that you can glean off of someone. Like he's wearing a watch. So, he's on his left arm. Then he's probably right-handed. A watch would be cool. Yeah. It won't be anything elaborate because it'll mostly be in silhouette, but just something to break this up. So let me colorize a few more of these highlights here. Specifically on the face. There we go. Looks like he's wearing a little bit of rouge, but that's fine. Ah, Come on. There we go. Okay, let's give this dude a watch. And again, it's going to be mostly black, with maybe like a little bit of a highlight on the face, but we'll give him a watch. So there's that. And we'll paint a little bit of what could be a face on there. Before we do that, I'm just going to let my girlfriend know that I think she ordered some stuff on Amazon, and I think it's here. Our upstairs neighbor told us that we've got packages outside our door, so I will be right back. This will only take a second. There we go. All right. So let's get back in here with this watch. We're gonna wash off our brush. Actually, we're gonna use another brush. An even tinier brush. Well, maybe. Depends on if it wants to straighten out for us. My girlfriend is looking at me indignantly because Amazon, for whatever reason, decided to package 3 small things in 3 separate packages instead of.
Ordered them at the same time.
Yeah, she ordered them at the same time, and they put them in 3 separate packages and sent them separately, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But there you go. Gonna start Lurkin Soul. Got to do some video editing. Oh, nice. I hope the video editing goes well. That can be a fun process and a very, well, it can be a very frustrating process. But I hope you have a good time. And thank you for the lurk, and thank you for hanging out for a bit. Really do appreciate it. And as always, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Appreciate it, Chitanda. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and good luck with the editing. Go say that, that's not the word that I wanted. Okay, so this smaller brush was a wash. So we'll try this, this brush here. Man, these are very, very fine details. Man, oh man. Actually, that might not be a bad look. We might make it like a fitness watch. So we might keep it right there, actually. And I think, what time is it? Yeah, I think we'll go for about 15 more minutes or so. Because to be honest, like I wanted to, I've been saying for a while that I want to get done with this painting, but I'm caught, right? Because I want to take my time with this painting as well, because I'm doing a lot of new stuff with it, right? That I haven't done in other paintings. So, like, I want to rework some of this. You know, I haven't decided yet whether I'm putting clothes on this figure or not. You know, I decided with this one that I would, with this dude, but I haven't quite decided with this one. So, you know, we're taking our time with this one. Because again, we're exploring a lot of very, very new things. We're treading some new ground here. I wonder if I can add some teeth without it looking too terrible. Let's try it. Yeah, never mind. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So we're just going to cover that up and pretend we didn't do it. I might actually rework his mouth so that it's more closed. But that'll be a decision for another time, I think. Okay, so now we're going to do some highlights on this arm, and I think we'll finish this arm, and then we'll take a look at it, and we might call it a day after we finish the highlights and lowlights on his other arm. But if it looks good, then that means we pretty much finished a figure today, which is great. Which means we are very, very, very close to this piece being done. But y'all thought these shingles took forever. I've been posting, or been doing more daily post-it note doodles. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, if you feel like taking pictures of any of those doodles and posting them in chat, by all means, feel free. I like seeing doodles. Doodles are very fun. Very cool to see what people come up with, just, you know, doodling and having some fun with it. I've always been a fan of that. But yeah, we're very, very close to being done this. But like I said, I wanted to, once we started doing these figures and I started getting ideas in my head of what to do, like I really, really, really wanted to push myself. Because again, the last like full full figure person that we did was laying face down in water, you know, in the last painting that we did. So I haven't done like someone who's showing their face full front. Like, I don't think I painted that since like high school. So, oh no, that's not true. That's not true. A couple of years ago, I did a painting of Fergie Jenkins, the baseball player. But I didn't like that painting very much. Because again, I wasn't good at painting people's faces. So, oh, welcome back, El. Welcome back. How was dinner? What'd you have? What did you nourish yourself with? Yeah, I figured that it's time for me to start trying to push myself in terms of what I'm doing with some of these figures. Hence why we see a full view of this dude's face. Ah. It was a very simple dinner, just chicken and mashed potatoes. Hey, chicken and mashed potatoes are delicious. So, it's simple, but it's fantastic. I approve. I approve. Wash that off. Goodness gracious. Okay, come back in here. I was mentioning before how I lost 5 pounds. So I don't know why this just popped back into my head, but my goal is right around my 27th birthday, because I'm 32 now. So that's 5 years ago. My God. Okay. Anyway, that's not important. What's important was, like, for my 27th birthday, I got down to within, I would say, I was down to within 9 pounds of my goal weight, because I used to be 270, and I wanted to get down to 170, which is a fairly good weight for my height, and for the build that I want. And then, I got down to that, and then I moved into my own apartment, and, my weight had been holding steady between, like, 180 and 185 for a while. But it slowly, like, through the pandemic has, like, crept back up, and now we're sitting at, like, 195, like, almost 200, maybe, like, right at 200. And it's like, I want to get rid of some of this. Because I've noticed, like, my asthma is a little bit worse than it used to be. Like, it's not bad, but it's a little bit worse, and, my conditioning could stand to get a little better. So I just want to get back on track to where I was. So that's where I'm at in terms of that. Which is just gonna, just take a little more discipline than I had during most of the pandemic, which is fine, All right, you know what? I'm pretty still going in this Harry Potter. Hey, Zell, how are you? How are you? Yeah, we're still going for a couple more minutes. Gonna go to about a quarter after, and then we're gonna go find someone to raid. But hope you're doing well. You're getting driven nuts. That's fair. About to nom at work. Ooh, nice. What are you eating? Okay, actually, I don't. Pizza? Nice. Any particular type of pizza, or just you good old pepperoni and cheese, which is personally my favorite type of pizza. Okay, let me back this out, and then I'll bring the camera in. I just want a little more room to maneuver. I'm a mess when it comes to stuffed crust. I mean, stuffed crust is delicious. But pepperoni and cheese, nice. Ain't nothing wrong with the good old standard. I mean, a standard for a reason, right? But it was supposed to be a breakfast pizza with pepperoni. Ooh, that would have been tasty. All right, so here's our dude, looking a little panicked, looking a little ready, like he's ready to fly off of this roof. And you see, like, I hope it's coming through, like, some of the pinkish highlights that we put on his skin, just to suggest that he's not monochrome, right? You can tell a little more in person, because I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but yeah, there we go. Thank you. And then he's wearing a nice, tasteful black sweater. And now we just have to decide what to do with the rest of this figure. But that'll be another time. You get a hint of it under the eyes. Yeah. I wanted it to be subtle. Thanks for the help, bro. Super cool of you not to reach out a hand, though. I mean, would you want to reach out a hand to that? I'm pretty sure I would just be like, well, that person is beyond my help. I can't do anything. there's not a thing I can do to help you. So it's fight or flight, right? Or freeze, because that's also an option. But yeah, that's our painting so far. We are like 99% done. Once I figure out what to do with this figure in terms of like the light and all that, we'll and I'm gonna rework some of this, some of the glitch. But then once we're done that, we're gonna tighten up some of these leaves, and then we'll be done. This piece will be done. If it were someone I care about, I'd probably try to grab. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, me too. But maybe this is someone that this dude hates, and he's just kind of like, whoa. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But yeah, that's give one more tour before we find somebody to raid. But we have our foreground here, which is all done, and I can't tell if he's frightened or like just arrived on scene. Well, good. I like that. I like that ambiguity. I like that a lot. And then we have all these clouds up here. Or both. Oh, that's true too. I'm really just enjoying how that face turned out, because like I said, it's been a very long time since I've painted a face. So I'm very pleased as to how that turned out. All right. Yeah, I get some real Twilight Princess vibes from the levitating figure. It's so good. And the facial details. Thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't know that there was a levitating in Twilight Princess. Okay, let's find somebody to share the love with, shall we? Let's see who's doing what. Who is doing what right now? Ooh, we got a lot of people on. We have got a lot of people on. What is Andromeda Vault up to? Ooh, you know what? Yeah, okay. I figured it out. We're going to raid Andromeda Vault. An artist who does a lot of painting on rocks, actually. But right now, painting a face, which is really, really nice. We're keeping up with the face theme. So we're going to go raid Andromeda Vault, because that looks like a beautiful painting that she's working on. All right. Soul Commodore used unraid. Oh, jeez. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. So that's going to be it for me for today. Next stream is going to be Wednesday. We're going to be playing some more Super Mario RPG. But yeah, thank you all for coming out again. Mark, thank you very much for the sub. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you. Means a lot to me. All y'all mean a lot to me. The fact that you come out and chat or lurk or, just check us out for a second, see what we're doing. I really do appreciate it. So, yeah, now we're going to go say hello to Andromeda Vault, who is right now painting a face. So, yeah, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern is going to be our next stream. We'll be finishing this up on Thursday, God willing. On Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll stream Saturday, and then I'll be on vacation. So, thank you all for coming out. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your days. Oh yes, and the PD Piranha. We can't forget about PD. Thank you for requesting that, Redry. I do appreciate it, and thank you, L. All right, take it easy, everybody. We will see you next time.